The activity for today is going to be art. And remember, I'm always going to try to do something that you can do on your own at home. So today, what I have a board. This board is going to help me to show you what you're going to do. Now, what you're going to do on your piece of paper is you're going to make the number 22. But watch how I make my 22. This how your two has to look. You see that? That's how you make your two. Now that's your two tens. Your two ones in 22 has to connect to your two in your tens. So you're going to do it exactly the same way so that it looks as if it's one straight line here and your twos are connecting at the top. Now what you're going to do is you're going to make another 22 exactly like this one. But that 22 could either be the same size, you can make it larger, or you can make it smaller. You choose. So in this particular case, I think I'm going to make a smaller 22. So I'm going to make my 22 right here, right next to it. It's not going to touch this 22. And then I'm going to make my two ones right next to it, just like that. So you see how simple that is? 22. Anybody can do it. Now remember, you're not making a 22 that looks like that. That's not what we're doing. Nope. Has to be a 22 that looks like that. Now, once you make that 22, watch what you're going to do. You're going to go up to the top and you're going to make a loop just like that on both of your 22s. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little line like that, just like that. And then I'm going to put two or three like that. I just put two in each one. That's okay. Now on the other side of that loop that I just made, I'm going to make a triangle, just like that. And in that triangle, I'm going to divide that triangle into two parts. So I'm going to do that on both. I'm going to make a triangle and divide it into two parts. See how simple that is? Now I'm going to come to this two, the two that's in the what place? You got it. It's in the tens place. And look what I'm going to do to that two. I'm going to start right here where the loop, where I started, and I'm going to continue it down kind of, oops, sorry about that. The board moved. I'm going to round it off a little bit, just like that. Make it almost look like a sideways teardrop. I'm going to do the same thing over here, round it off and bring it to the beginning. Inside of it, I'm just going to put two lines, two lines. Look at that. Look at that. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Now I'm going to come down to my two that's in the ones place. And at the very point, the vertex right there, I'm just going to make something like that. Just do it like that. See how simple that is? And I'm going to do the same thing to this too. And I'm going to bring it a little bit closer so that you can see what I did. Guess what I made? Do you see what I just made? I sure did. I made some larks. Larks for Lardale. Now look what I'm going to do. I'm going to connect the twos just like that with a straight line. And then I'm going to extend my line on both sides like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do just like that. Make it almost like a rectangle. Make it look like a tree branch. You can round it off a little bit if you want on that end. And